I'm Michelle Ramon. Finally, it's working. I had too much data, whatever, it wasn't working. But my Chipotle came. I just wanted to cheer you guys up today from the last couple of videos was depressing. I apologize. My Chipotle came. Yeah, look at that. I just moved in, so I'm roughing it, but my family came through and my brother's gonna come tomorrow, so I just wanted to be like a light instead of a Debbie Downer. And I think the next topic I'm gonna talk about is being like mentally damaged, which was what happened to me. But also like what I wanna talk about tonight, it's cause it's gonna be short because my videos keep cutting off. I don't have the technology I need. I'm in a photography class now, but I know nothing about it, and I'm like scared because I don't want to fail. But if I fail, I fail. I'll just go to another school. But because they put you on financial aid probation, I got put on there before if your grades aren't up to par. So and then I didn't even know I had a learning disability. I know I was disabled, but it was just from like PTSD and trauma from my childhood. But and being raped in high school. So a lot of us have like a lot of baggage, and a lot of us have a lot of things that leave us mentally damaged. So my face is all shiny because I put like oils and stuff. That's how you stay looking at. You got to put all this stuff on your face. Um, so, but today I want to talk about like how you can suffer from having a good heart, but then God will still bless you. Like I'm blessed right now. I'm in a big house all by myself. Like there's no roommates yet, but they're gonna bring roommates. But it's like a huge house. Look at this. I'm chilling like a villain. I get to wash my clothes. I haven't had a washer and dryer for like a while in my house, so it's really a blessing from God. So it's kind of good and bad to have a good heart, but my van would be running if I never loaned it out, and if I was just a bitch. But I have such a good heart. I feel everyone's pain, but I can't believe that the person I loaned it to just said F me. And so, there is a story behind that, and I know who's all involved in it, but I'm not going to rehash it because, and it's really evil too, because as much as I've done for my friends, for them to like F me over, but whatever, karma's a bitch or whatever. Like everybody that has done me greasy has had their share of karma, and that's fine. I was lucky to see it on a couple occasions, but I just wanted to tell you that it's getting a little better. My brother ordered me Chipotle. Thank you, Coco, Vinnie. Shout out to cocotaps. It's a good company. I've worked there for several years since we've been open. I'm one of the coco tap gurus. I'm always like advertising for my brother no matter where I go, and a lot of people have heard of his company. So it's called cocotaps.com. He was on Shark Tank and the show called The Profit. So he said he's hooking me up tomorrow. Thank you, Coco Vinnie and Coco Taps. My brother's gonna come through. I was really down, because I had a rough start. I missed my communication class. I missed my art class the other day, but she said it was cool. So I'm barely going to be going to my communication class tomorrow. It's way at the Cheyenne campus, so I got to figure out which bus route is better to take. I think I could take Rainbow to Cheyenne. It goes all the way to Cheyenne, so I'll make it there. But I just wanted to say thank you for supporting my channel, and thank you for just being you, because a lot of us, it's hard to be who you really are sometimes in this world. Like, like say if you're a fashionista, like I can be a fashionista too because I went to fashion designing school. And I cried in fashion designing school because I didn't know you had to sew. And my sister is the sewer, and my grandma was a seamstress. And here I am thinking that I just have to think of cute styles. And it's like, no, it's way more than that. You have to sew the clothes yourself, and you also have to draw how the design, and my drawing sucks. My grandpa was an artist, and so was my uncle. And my sister's an artist, and my son's an artist. And Desiree likes art too, but I'm not artistic. So I'm trying to get the girls art easel so they could do art for therapy, like art therapy. So I'm working on that. I'm working on getting them some art easels or just one that the whole family can share. And I miss my kids. I've been put on like restriction as far as seeing them recently because Jessica's just kind of like possessive over them or just, I don't know. She's just trying to, I don't know what she's trying to do. Maybe she's just being a mommy to them because she used to help me raise them, but until she started throwing a fit. Like, I didn't have these kids and they're not my kids and you're gonna she's always been quite a hell cat, her little hell cat, my daughter. But I love her, she's a beautiful daughter. She's a model, I support her in every way. It's just that I didn't expect her to do that to me yesterday, leave me in the heat. And then my son came and got me, but this lady had already called me. So I probably could have gotten over there and visited them because he came to get me out of the heat. But then the lady was already on the way to get me. She called me the doctor, so it was meant that I met her too. I just didn't go to church today. She said that she was going to get me some food and stuff, and she was like, she said, yeah, just come to the service. And I just wasn't feeling up to it because my feet were swollen, like my feet were hurting. I have, feet problems. Like if I walk too much, they get, my feet, I just can't walk a lot. I feel like sometimes when I'm walking too much and then I feel like it's arthritis or something. I'm just like trying to walk and it hurts, and or if I just overexert my heel, the heel of my foot, and jumping off and on the bus really screws me up. That's why I bought a car, but then somebody screwed me over with my car, and I'm gonna go to the police on it. You should always, go to the police if somebody does that to you. Don't let people just go scot-free. But I'm trying to get the parts from her right now. If I can talk with the fam over there to get the parts, then I'll just go pick up the parts, and then the guy that is going to work on my car can put them in. She knows what I need for that car, and she's a mechanic, but she just, for some reason, she just effed me over just for the F of it, like, because I didn't do nothing to her but be nice to her and loan her my van. And there was some arguments going on at the house and stuff, so that's why it just ended up like getting worse. So yeah, I just wanted to say the next YouTube video is going to be about how like some type of stress relievers if you have mental damage. Like I have mental damage from childhood traumas, and I have mental damage from being brutalized by Santa Clara County, and so does Desi and Dia. And how to cope with being mentally damaged from life, because a lot of us have that. I have friends that have lost a loved one, and it really does leave you mentally damaged. You lose your mind, because you love that person so much that it hurts. You're really attached, and a lot of creative people and sensitive people like me, I'm real sensitive. I'm overly sensitive, so it really bothers me, when one little thing happens, it feels like it's worse. Like when you're disabled or when you're mentally damaged, one little thing could just trigger you off, and I've actually cried in public, and it's like, I don't want to cry in public just because I'm having an anxiety attack. So I have really bad anxiety, so I know a lot about anxiety because I have it. So for those of us that have it, it's real. You think that it's fake, but it's not. I never had anxiety until I got brutalized by Santa Clara County, and they diagnosed me with anxiety. And it's really bad because you could just be somewhere and all of a sudden you'll have an anxiety attack and you'll just be like, start crying, and you're just like, well, I don't want to be crying in public, but you do. So it's really crazy. So I'm glad you came to my channel. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to eat this Chipotle. Yummy, yummy. Thank you, cocotaps and Coco Vinnie. And Google my brother, Google cocotaps. And if you're here in Las Vegas, Nevada, you can order them to your home. And I ordered 2 cases around COVID, and I really enjoyed them. I was drinking them like nonstop. They were so good. I mean, I like healthy food, I like unhealthy food too, but I got a bunch of unhealthy food in the fridge. Like she brought my the owner of the house brought me some brownies and all kinds of stuff, and I can't eat it. I'm like, I was like, ooh, that looks good. I'm gonna bring it to my daughter Diamond. So get ready, Dia. You're gonna get brownies. There's brownies and cookies in there, and I'm really trying to watch what I eat, because when I would get high, I would binge to the point of throwing up. Like I seriously would eat so much, and it's a eating disorder. I have that too. So I did a video about that too. Eating disorder 101. It's on there. But thank you for watching. I just wanted to tell you what the next upcoming video was going to be about. It's going to be about man, life really. I got sleep deprivation from when my friend came out of jail. I never had these lines. I really didn't. I got sleep deprivation just by going and rescuing them because they didn't have a car, and just riding around with them. And we would go out like to the casino at like 3 in the morning. I love my friends, I really do. It's just, I do need to like pick a little more healthier friends, because we're all unhealthy. I'm unhealthy too, so I'm not going to say that I'm better than them, because I'm not. I'm a dysfunctional person, put it that way, because like I said, I haven't had a family support system. So my street friends at one point became my family. I had another family before that, and we had like a big rap party, and I'm into rap, and it's just, it is what it is, like, just like if you're a part of a gang because you don't have a family, and that's basically what it is. Gang, 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 gang. Yes, I'm a gangster. I hate to tell you, but I'm a gangster. No, I'm just kidding. But gangsters cry too, and gangsters get hurt too, because, it's a street thing. You get thrown in the streets, and you're just like, it is what it is. So yeah, I just really am glad that you guys choose to watch my channel, and I love you. And I will see you on the next video, because I'm going to go over stuff like how to cope with mental damage. And I'm the perfect candidate, so I've managed to stay alive and not jump off a bridge, and I don't want to recommend that to nobody. That's not the answer. The answer is just coping with it, and just working out or doing something positive, healthy. And if like, I had to become a pothead just to deal with it, and I don't recommend that either. But God is always there, and God is the answer, and you just have to like basically put Him first. Because when you put all this other stuff first, it's just like the Bible says, you're going to be on sinking sand. The true foundation is Christ. Everything else is sinking sand. So you'll find out, there are people that get blessed. There's people that have a lot of nice things, and they don't serve God. And that's part of the devil's trick and trap, and also a prop. He wants people to think that he wants people to look at their life and say, hey, they're sinning and they're doing really good. Yeah, but the devil gives gifts just like God gives gifts. But he gives it to deceive people, to think that there is no hell, and to think that there is no, I don't really believe in hell, and I don't believe in the devil. But, it seems like I was in hell when I was living in sin. I was, because things just weren't going right. And things will not go right. Sometimes they don't go right even when you're serving God, because God has a different plan for your life. Like, maybe He wants you to fly off and go to New York, so don't give up. Don't think that just because things aren't going right, or school's too hard, or you're failing or whatever, like, I've done it before, I've failed before. But don't think that it's all in God's plan. But if you are living in sin, then that's another indicator that things are going wrong. But if you're living a holy life and things are going wrong, it's not because the devil's just attacking you. It's because God has a different plan for you. So if you're supposed to be a nurse, because he keeps telling me to be a nurse, and I'm like, I want to do criminal justice, and so if the roadblocks come up, then that's why. It's not because you're not a good student. It's just because God has a different plan for your life. So you have to just roll with it. Like, I found a nursing school that it has no prerequisites. So it's like, whoa, like a nursing school with no prerequisites, and you could be done in like a certain amount of time. Like it was like a really quick, and it's actually right across from the Palace Station. So I mean, you never know what God has planned for you. So don't give up thinking that just because this doesn't work out, that something else won't work out. So just and that's the same thing in relationships too. Like just because one person didn't work out, and kind of God told me one time that Christian wasn't the right person for me, and I was like, I really liked him, but then he didn't feel the same way until later. Now he really likes me, but we're not together. And he might have another life. He might have a baby mama or something that he's not telling me about.